6. Essential mindfulness techniques to reduce stress. Visually, looking a bit stressed or thoughtful. Do you ever just feel overwhelmed? Like your mind is a web browser with 1,000 tabs open and all of them are playing sound at once? I've been there. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of deadlines, notifications, and this constant internal pressure that just would not switch off. And I know it's not just me. National polls consistently show that feelings of anxiety have been on the rise. I was definitely part of that statistic. That feeling of being constantly on edge, of never really, truly resting, it pushed me to a breaking point. I knew I had to find a way to manage the stress, so I threw myself into learning 6 fundamental mindfulness techniques. This video is my story of finding my way back to calm. I'm going to walk you through each of those 6 techniques and share the surprising lessons that made them finally click for me. Before we dive in, let's quickly clear up what mindfulness actually is. It's not about emptying your mind or stopping your thoughts. Trust me, that's impossible. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention to right now, on purpose, without judging it. It's about noticing your thoughts, your feelings, and what's happening in your body without getting carried away by the drama. Now, my journey started with a lot of skepticism. I really wondered if something as simple as paying attention could make a real dent in the crushing stress I was feeling. But the science is fascinating. Neuroscientists have shown that mindfulness can literally change our brain's structure and function, especially in the parts that handle stress and emotions. Study after study shows these practices calm the body's biological stress response by soothing the nervous system. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about fundamentally rewiring your physical response to life's pressures. I went from a total skeptic to a true believer, not just because of the research, but because I felt the shift in my own life. So, let's start with the very first technique that became my lifeline. Mindful breathing. The first and most foundational technique I learned was mindful breathing. It sounds way too simple to work, but our breath is one of the most powerful tools we have to instantly calm our entire system. When we're stressed, our breathing gets shallow and fast, which triggers our body's fight or flight response. By consciously slowing and deepening your breath, you activate the rest and digest system, the parasympathetic nervous system. This one simple act tells your brain, hey, you're safe, which lowers your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and dials down the stress hormone cortisol. It's like finding the manual override switch for your body's internal alarm. For me, this was ground zero. It was the one thing I could do anywhere, anytime, stuck in traffic, right before a big meeting, or in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. It became the thread I could always follow back to the present moment when my mind started to spiral. Let's try a short practice together. You can do this sitting right where you are, or lying down, whatever feels best. Gently close your eyes, or just soften your gaze on the floor in front of you. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. For a few seconds, just breathe normally. Don't change a thing. Just notice the rhythm of your breath as it is right now. Notice your hands. Which one is moving more? A lot of us, when we're stressed, breathe from our chest. Our goal here is to shift that down to the belly. Okay, now let's start to deepen the breath. As you inhale slowly through your nose, imagine you're filling a balloon deep in your belly. Feel the hand on your stomach rise. The hand on your chest should stay pretty still. Take a slow, deep breath in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it gently at the top for just a beat. Not a strained hold, just a natural pause. And now, Exhale slowly through your mouth, like you're gently blowing through a straw. Exhale for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the hand on your stomach lower as you release all the air. That slightly longer exhale is the secret sauce. It's what really activates that calming response. Let's do that again. A slow, deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And a long, slow exhale through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go of any tension you feel in your shoulders or your jaw. Continue this for a few more rounds on your own. Inhaling, the belly expands. Exhaling, it softens. If your mind wanders, and it will, that's what minds do. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just notice, oh, my mind wandered, and gently guide your attention back to the feeling of your breath. The breath is your anchor, always there to come back to. Take one more deep, cleansing breath in, and a full, complete breath out. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Just notice how you feel. A little calmer, maybe. A little more centered. That's the power of your own breath. The mindful body scan. Once I got comfortable using my breath as an anchor, the next technique that opened up a whole new world for me was the body scan. This is a practice where you systematically move your attention through your body, part by part, from your toes all the way to the top of your head. The goal isn't to feel different, but to simply notice whatever sensations are there with curiosity, not judgment. We hold so much stress in our bodies, in clenched jaws, tight shoulders, aching backs. Most of the time, we're so lost in our heads we don't even notice how much tension we're carrying until our body is screaming at us. The body scan helps you rebuild that mind-body connection. Research shows this is amazing for reducing physical tension, improving sleep, and even helping with chronic pain by changing how we react to it emotionally. It's like turning on the lights in a dark room. You can finally see what's there and learn to be with it. I invite you to join me. Find a comfortable position, ideally lying on your back, but sitting is perfectly fine too. Let your arms rest easily by your sides and let your feet fall open. Start by bringing your awareness back to your breath, just like we did before. Take 3 slow, deep breaths, letting your body feel a little heavier and more settled with each exhale. Now, bring your attention all the way down to your feet. Shift your focus to your left foot. Just become aware of the toes on your left foot. You don't have to wiggle them, just notice them. Maybe you feel warmth, tingling, or maybe nothing at all. Whatever you find is okay. The goal is just to notice. Now, let that awareness expand to the sole of your left foot, the heel pressing against the surface, the arch, the ball of your foot. Just observe. Gently, let your attention travel up into your left ankle, your shin, and your calf. Is there tightness or softness? Just notice without needing to fix it. Bring your awareness into your left knee, and then up into your large thigh muscles. Hold your entire left leg in your awareness, from your toes to your hip. Feel its weight, its temperature. Now, gently release your focus from the left leg and shift it over to your right foot, and begin again, bringing a kind awareness to the toes of your right foot, then the sole of the foot, the heel, the arch. Slowly, move your attention up through your right ankle, shin, and calf, then into the knee and thigh. Now feel both legs at the same time, side by side, heavy, relaxed. Continue this journey up into your pelvis, your lower back, and your belly. We often hold a lot of stress here. Just notice what's present: tightness, gurgling, warmth, just be with whatever you find, breathing into it. Move your awareness into your chest and upper back, noticing the gentle rise and fall with each breath. Scan your attention across your collarbones and down into your shoulders, another favorite storage spot for tension. Just notice what the sensations are like in your shoulders. Now, bring your focus down both arms at the same time, through your upper arms, elbows, forearms, and right into your hands. Notice your palms, the back of your hands, and each finger. You might feel a tingling or pulsing here. Guide your attention up into your neck and throat, allowing them to soften. Then bring your awareness to your face. Your jaw, is it clenched? See if you can let it soften, just a tiny bit. Your lips, cheeks, and nose. Your eyes resting gently. The space between your eyebrows. And finally, your forehead. Let it be smooth. Finally, bring your awareness to the very top of your head, and for a moment, hold your entire body in your awareness at once, a field of sensation, alive and breathing. Take one last deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently let go of the practice. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes. The body scan is such a powerful way to come home to your body and let go of stress you didn't even know you were holding. Mindful walking. Sitting still is great, but I quickly learned I needed something for when I felt restless or agitated. That's where mindful walking became my secret weapon. Mindful walking turns a totally normal activity into a grounding meditation. Instead of walking on autopilot while you're lost in worries, you bring your full attention to the physical act of walking itself. You focus on the feeling of your feet on the ground, your body moving through space, and everything around you. This is so powerful for breaking the cycle of anxious thinking. It gets you out of your head and into your body, using the simple rhythm of your steps as an anchor. You can do it anywhere, walking to your car, on a lunch break, or just from the kitchen to the living room. Research has even highlighted that mixing light physical activity with mindfulness is a great way to boost your mood. Let's try it. You just need a small space where you can take a few steps back and forth. Start by just standing still for a moment. Feel your feet on the floor, your weight balanced. Take one good breath. Now, begin to walk at a slow, deliberate pace, much slower than you normally would. As you take your first step, put all of your attention on the feeling of lifting one foot. Notice the shift in weight. Feel your foot as it moves through the air. Then, notice the sensation of that foot landing back on the ground, the heel connecting, then the ball of the foot, then the toes. Feel the ground meet your foot. Continue this with each step, lifting, moving, placing, heel, ball, toe. Don't overthink it, just rest your attention on the raw, physical sensations. What do you notice? Is the ground hard or soft? Can you feel the texture of the floor through your shoes? Your mind will absolutely wander. You'll start thinking about your to-do list or something someone said. It's totally normal. When you notice, just acknowledge it without getting frustrated. Ah, there's a thought. And then, gently, kindly, bring your attention right back to the soles of your feet, back to the feeling of walking, one step at a time. You can also open up your awareness to your other senses. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the sounds around you without getting lost in a story about them. Just hearing, notice what you can see, the colors, the light. The rhythm of your steps is your anchor. Left, right, lifting, placing. It's a simple focus that helps quiet the noise in your mind. When you reach the end of your path, pause, turn around slowly, and continue back. Each step is a fresh start, a new chance to be present. After a few minutes, come to a stop. Pause again, feeling both feet on the ground. Take one last conscious breath and just notice how you feel. More grounded, settled. Mindful walking is a beautiful way to find little pockets of peace right in the middle of a busy day. Mindful listening. This next technique shifted my focus from my inner world to the world outside, and it completely changed my relationships. I'm talking about mindful listening. In our world today, we rarely truly listen. We're usually just waiting for our turn to talk, already planning our reply while the other person is still speaking, or we're half listening while scrolling on our phone. Mindful listening is the practice of giving your complete, undivided attention to sound. This could be the sounds in your environment, or even more powerfully, listening to another person. It means listening without judging, without interrupting, and without planning your response. You just receive the sound or the words exactly as they are. This helps with stress in two ways. First, it pulls you out of your own head and your endless loops of worry. Second, when you do it with another person, it creates a deep feeling of connection. When someone feels truly, deeply heard, it calms their nervous system, and it calms yours, too. Let's try a quick listening exercise. Find a comfortable seat and close your eyes. For the first minute, just listen to the sounds inside your own body. Maybe you can hear your breath. Maybe you can hear the faint beat of your heart or the sounds of your stomach. Just listen to this internal world of sound without any judgment. Now, expand your awareness to listen for sounds inside the room you're in. What can you hear? The hum of a computer? A clock ticking? Don't label them good or bad. Just let them be pure sensation vibrations in the air. Let the sounds wash over you. Now, expand your circle of listening even further. Listen for sounds outside the room, outside the building. Can you hear traffic, birds, the wind, people talking far away? Just listen to the entire symphony of sound around you, from the closest to the most distant. Notice how sounds appear, exist for a moment, and then fade. You are just the open space where all these sounds are happening. When you practice this with another person, the same rules apply. You give them your full attention. You listen to their words, but also their tone, their pauses, the emotion behind the words. You notice your own urge to jump in with advice, and you just let it be. Always returning your focus to simply listening. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give someone, and it's a profound way to quiet your own mind. Now, gently release your focus and bring your awareness back to yourself in the room. When you're ready, open your eyes. Mindful movement. The fifth technique is all about bringing mindfulness into gentle motion. This could be something formal like yoga or tai chi, but it doesn't have to be. It can be as simple as doing a few stretches at your desk with your full attention. The idea is the same as our other practices, reconnecting your mind and body. Stress creates physical armor, stiffness, and knots. Mindful movement helps gently release that tension while keeping your mind anchored in the present through physical sensation. It combines the benefits of physical activity with the mental clarity of mindfulness. I found this was a lifesaver on days when I felt too antsy to sit still, but too worn out for a real workout. It was the perfect middle ground that honored both my body and my mind. Let's try a super simple mindful stretch you can do right in your chair. First, sit up straight but not stiff, with your feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. Now, on an exhale, slowly and gently let your right ear fall toward your right shoulder. Don't pull or force it. Just let the weight of your head create a nice, easy stretch along the left side of your neck. Pause here and breathe. Bring all of your attention right into the sensations in your neck and shoulder. Maybe you feel a gentle pull, some warmth, a release. Instead of thinking I'm stretching, just feel the raw sensations. Where do they start? Where do they end? On your next inhale, slowly bring your head back to center. Pause and just notice the difference between the left and right sides. Now, on an exhale, let your left ear slowly fall toward your left shoulder. Same thing, no forcing, just a gentle release. Bring your full, curious attention to the right side of your neck. Observe the sensations. Breathe. Stay here for one more full breath. On an inhale, gently bring your head back to center. Now for a simple shoulder roll. On an inhale, bring both shoulders straight up toward your ears, like you're trying to make them touch. Feel that tension. And on an exhale, let them roll back and down, releasing with a sigh. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Feel the squeeze. Exhale, roll them back and down, letting everything go. Simple acts of mindful movement like this can break up the physical patterns of stress and leave you feeling more open and relaxed. Mindful gratitude. And that brings us to the final technique I wove into my life. Gratitude, but with a mindful twist. This isn't just about quickly listing off things you're thankful for. It's about mindfully appreciating them. Our brains naturally have what's called a negativity bias. We're wired to look for threats and problems to survive. A gratitude practice actively works against that by training your brain to scan for the good. Mindful gratitude means picking something you're grateful for and then really exploring it with all your senses. You think about it. You feel the positive emotions that come with it, and you let that feeling of appreciation fill you up. This practice is proven to boost your mood, build resilience, and create a positive mindset that acts as a powerful shield against stress. I started a little gratitude journal, and it became the cornerstone of my evenings. It completely rewired my brain to end the day focused on what was right, instead of dwelling on what went wrong. Let's try a short gratitude practice. Just close your eyes for a moment. Bring to mind one small thing from today that you feel grateful for. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It could be the taste of your morning coffee, a nice text from a friend, the feeling of the sun on your face, a song you love. Just pick one thing and hold it in your mind. Now let's explore it. If it's that cup of coffee, remember the warmth of the mug in your hands, the dark color, the smell, the rich taste. Really relive that moment in your mind. As you hold this memory, notice what emotions come up. Warmth, contentment, joy. Let yourself actually feel it. Let that feeling of gratitude spread through your body. See if you can notice where you feel it, maybe as a warmth in your chest or a softness in your belly. Just rest in that feeling of appreciation for a few more moments, breathing it in. This practice, especially when you do it daily, can completely shift your perspective from one of stress and what's missing to one of abundance and appreciation. It's a simple, powerful way to create peace from the inside out. The surprising lessons. Mastering these 6 techniques was life-changing, but the biggest shifts came from a few surprising lessons I learned along the way. The first lesson was that mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts. It's about changing your relationship to them. I started out thinking the goal was a perfectly empty, blissful mind. I would get so frustrated when my thoughts just kept coming. The real breakthrough happened when I learned to see my thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. I am the sky, vast and open, and my thoughts are just temporary weather. I don't have to believe every thought. I don't have to get on every train of thought that pulls into the station. I can just notice it. Ah, a worry thought. and let it drift on by without getting swept up in the storm. That realization was pure freedom. The second surprising lesson was that consistency is so much more important than intensity. I used to think I needed to meditate for an hour a day to get any benefit. When I couldn't keep that up, I'd feel like a failure and just stop altogether. I learned that practicing for 5 or 10 minutes every single day is way more powerful than one heroic hour-long session once a week. It's like exercise for your brain. You wouldn't go to the gym for 7 hours on a Sunday and expect to be fit all week. It's the daily reps, however small, that build the mental muscle for calm and resilience. And the final, most liberating lesson was this. The goal is not to be calm 100% of the time. The goal is to return to calm more quickly. Life will always throw stress at us. There will always be moments of chaos and frustration. Before, a stressful event would send me spiraling for the rest of the day or even the week. Now, I still feel stress, but mindfulness has given me the tools to catch it as it's happening. I can feel the tension in my shoulders and consciously take a few deep breaths. I can notice my mind racing and anchor myself with my feet on the floor. I haven't eliminated the waves, but I've learned how to surf. My bounce-back rate has become so much faster, and that has made all the difference. Conclusion. My journey from being completely buried in stress to finding a real sense of inner peace wasn't about finding a magic pill. It was about slowly and consistently bringing these 6 simple practices into my life. It was about learning to use my breath as an anchor, to live in my body, to walk with presence, to truly listen, to move with awareness, and to see the good that was already there. These practices aren't mystical or complicated. They are simple, they are accessible, and they are backed by science. They are skills, and just like any skill, they get stronger the more you use them. The person I am today is calmer and more present in my own life than I ever thought was possible. And I truly believe this is possible for you, too. You have everything you need to start this journey right now. So, of these 6 techniques, which one are you most curious to try first? Mindful breathing, the body scan? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if this resonated with you, and you want to learn more ways to find calm in the chaos, please subscribe. Thank you for sharing your time with me today.